Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Drive By Cars with Alan Lot Walks. I am back at the Orlando location. They're actually here in Lake Mary, Florida. They're in that big warehouse back there. We're going to go in and check on all the cars, see what kind of cars are in there. I'm going to tell you the year of the car, and I'm going to tell you how much the car they're asking for it, if it's listed. If it's not listed, I won't guess. So let's go do this lot walk. All right, these guys back here, that's attention to detail. You're gonna hear their machines going. They come in here and clean these cars. We'll get their phone number for you, and I'll put it up right here across the bottom of the screen. That's attention to detail. We're gonna start back here in this very corner here. Usually the cars that aren't ready for sale are back here, or they're being cleaned. This Oldsmobile. I don't think there's particulars on this car because there are things going on with it. Like I said, if I can't read the particulars, I am not going to say a word about the car. Doing it this way, starting back in this corner, is we're going to end up muscle cars last. So if you're looking for the muscle cars, they're going to be at the end of the video. We're going to do your boat cars right here, what I call them, things that are as big as a boat. Then you're going to have the foreign jobbies over there. Then you're going to have the Mustangs and Corvettes, and then all the way at the other end, you're going to have the muscle cars. So that's the layout. This is the Orlando location. This has a supercharger in it. It's a full-time four-wheel drive Dios 2. It's a Subaru supercharger, Melissa. I don't work for Gateway Classic Cars. I don't work for any of the lots that I do these lot walks on, so I don't touch them. I don't try and lift up the hoods. I don't open the doors. Now, if the windows are open, I will stick my camera and my head in it. But this is a $13,500 1998 Subaru Sambar Dios 2. Air conditioning, AM, FM radio, cloth interior, power brakes, power steering, and seat belts. Now, some of you have asked me to read this big long thing right here. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, let's move on to the Volkswagen buses. I made the mistake one time of saying this Volkswagen van in front of a Volkswagen Savant. Is all I can say. And he pointed out that these were not vans, that they are buses. So if you hear me calling them vans, Jeff, please don't call me on the phone and tell me it's a bus. This is a 68 Volkswagen Type 2, flat 4-other engine, 4-speed manual, $68,000. AM, FM radio, hubcaps, radial tires, seat belts, and a vinyl interior. We can get a good look at this one because they've moved out what was ever here, and it made it hard to get in and out here. But we can take a step back and see that it's got drop side panels on it. You could put a pallet of sod on that. I don't know if you'd want to or not, but I guess you could. A luggage rack at the top. And all the folding down doors. I'm interested to find out is if I open that up, is there a spot to hook a gooseneck trailer? Is that what they call it, a gooseneck? Let's see. While we're here, we'll go ahead and make it easy on me to get to the back of these Volkswagen buses. Because sometimes it gets a little tight and I can't get down between each one of them. So I will make and take the opportunity to look at them now. Volkswagen Transporter bus. I'm sure But that's stable enough to where you could actually climb up. I don't know if you'd want to do it 10 times a day. Might want to get yourself one of them little people to crawl up there. Your kids to hand you your luggage. Nice lighting system up front. A 1987 Volkswagen Vanagon Transporter, $25,000. 2.1 liter flat 4 automatic. Air conditioning, cloth interior, cruise control, power brakes, power steering, radial tires, and seat belts. Let's stick our head up here. There we go. All right. Moving on. 1980 65 Volkswagen Type 2 bus, $49,000. 1200cc flat 4, 4-speed manual, cloth interior, radial tires, and a vinyl interior. Take a look inside. There you go. 2 more Volkswagens to go through here. Here is a 1974 Volkswagen Samba 23 window, $69,000. Has a 4-speed manual, a 1500cc flat 4, hubcaps, radial tires, vinyl interior, and white wall tires. I'm assuming there's no air conditioning in this. In any of them, really, because how do you get air conditioning from a rear? I mean, are you going to push that cold air all the way up front? Wow. Or push it from the back? Very good question. Something I need to research, I guess. This is a 1994 Volkswagen Type 2 Samba, $33,000. It has a 1600cc flathead 4-cylinder and a 4-speed manual, hubcaps, radial tires, seat belts, and a vinyl interior. What's jumping out at me now is, as they got older, the windows, they took out that center piece. That's a much bigger window as opposed to the 74 and the 65. All right, one last look at a 68. Well, they didn't have it there. Wonder, is that the first year they took that center split out of that? Things to ponder. All right, done with the Volkswagens. Now this is pretty cool. It's been here for a couple months now. This is the third time I think I've seen this vehicle, and it's pulled out. So now I can actually do a complete walk around it. Can't open the doors, can't do any of that stuff, but I sure can stick my head and camera in there. It's rather dark, so probably won't get a good look back there. We'll take a look up here. All the sliding windows. There's one sliding window, another sliding window. And we come around. There we go. 1965 old red Chevrolet Suburban Carryall, $48,000. It has a 454 V8. It's an automatic, AM/FM radio, cloth interior, power brakes, power steering, radial tires, and seat belts. That's what's in the options list on this truck. All right. So I'm going to avoid the Ford down there because they're working on it. We're going to go ahead and jump over. We're going to miss. Sorry guys, on this one we're going to have to not do the trucks. They're up there working. I'm not going to ask them to turn their music down. I feel like that would be imposition, you know, hey, I'm better than you are type thing. So I don't like to do that. We're just going to go ahead and cross on over and skip the trucks for this month. There'll be other times when I come here and attention to detail won't be out here, and I'll be able to walk the trucks. We're all in this together, right? Pretty cool little Oldsmobile. This is an F85. I believe it's a Cutlass, but is it badged to 442 also? I don't think it is. Where is the badging for this? It's a 62, so it's just an Oldsmobile Cutlass F85. I think in 64, was it? They added the badging of a 442 also. So this one has a 215 cubic inch V8, an hydromatic automatic, AM radio only, power steering, radial tires, rally wheels, and a vinyl interior. A lot of the hoods are up on these cars here, showing off those motors. Alright. Chrysler. I don't see the particulars in the window. Maybe somebody has taken this for a test drive, because it had particulars in the window. Maybe they're down there on the seat and I can get a look at them. No. Wonder if this car is still in the inventory list. Maybe somebody bought it, maybe somebody's coming to get it. It's a 67 Chrysler. I can read that. Newport, 4-door. We'll move on. Here is a cool little car. I say little, but it's a Chrysler. It's a 4-door, all right? It's a Chrysler 300, $15,500. It's a 68 Chrysler 300. Let's read the options list. It has a 440 V8 engine, 727 automatic transmission, AM FM radio, cloth interior, power brakes, power seats, power steering, radial tires, rally wheels, seat belts, and a vinyl interior. All right. I'll just wander around it and I'll walk as much as I can. Like I said, I don't want to get too close to these cars. Don't want to scratch them. I don't want to get myself in any situation where they don't want me coming in here anymore. So very respectful. These are not my pieces of property. They're not yours, so I'm not going to touch them. Unless they are yours and you tell me I can. I don't know. Any of my viewers have cars at Gateway Classic Cars for sale? There we go. Change our focus. Now this is a 2-door. Technically a coupe, right? It's only got 2 doors. Well, that's it. 1977 Lincoln Town Coupe. $18,000. It has a 460 V8, an automatic transmission, AM FM radio, hubcaps, leather interior, power brakes, power seats, power steering, power windows, radial tires, seat belts, and a tilt steering wheel. $18,000. Just casually walk. Well, a little too tight over there, but we are able to get a rear view mirror, or a rear view look at this Lincoln. $18,000 Lincoln. Big old bench seat in there. Wow. All right, moving along, changing our focus. This is a 1963 Rambler Ambassador 990, $19,500. And it looks and appears to me that we can get a walk all the way around it. Nice cloth. Let me see, what does it say? AM 3-speed automatic. It has a V8, AM radio only, power brakes, power steering, radial tires, seat belts, and a vinyl interior. Just a cool little car, right? The cloth interior. Grandma and grandpa, 2 grandkids, dog with its head out the window, and a camper on the back. Up here on the racks, all the luggage tied down. Fishing rods hanging out the back. Quite the scene in my head. And make sure I gave you the price. $19,500. I have viewers that watch my channel to find my mistakes. I'm not kidding. Because you missed the price on that one. You missed the price on that one. You missed 3 prices on this one. Hey, I'm no expert on this. I just like coming out here and doing this. I do it because I like being around the cars myself. These were the cars that have been in my life. I'm 61 years old, so shut up, Alan. Keep showing them the cars. What a Cadillac, right? 4-door. If you're looking for one of these, they got them. They got one right here. It's a 67 Cadillac DeVille. $29,000. Got a V8 automatic transmission. Air conditioning, AM, FM radio, power brakes, power steering, power windows, radial tires, and a vinyl interior. All right, we'll take a slow walk around it. No post. That's just weird, man. There's no post right there. I wonder if there's any flex or if they've done anything underneath here to make sure that this thing don't flex in here. Or was that an issue with these cars? Cadillac Sedan DeVille. 4 doors. Wow, that smells like the 70s. $29,000. Moving to this Seville. Cadillac Seville. It's $14,500. Okay, but it is not the cheapest car in here. 1976 Cadillac Seville. It's got a 350 V8, an automatic transmission, air conditioning, AM, FM radio, hubcaps, power brakes, power locks, power seats, power steering, power windows, radial tires, seat belts, tilt steering wheel, and a vinyl interior. And we'll go ahead and do a slow walk. Yeah, I can probably squeeze through there. But I can't squeeze between the Buick and the Cadillac, so we're going to go back and come around. All right. Look at this little, Buick Skylark. 1962 Buick Skylark, $12,000. It has the 215 cubic inch V8, manual transmission, AM radio only, hubcaps, leather interior, radial tires, and seat belts. And there's stuff going on with that paint. I don't want to touch it, but you can see what the paint looks like on this. All right. And we'll stick our head down in here. Now, another question I got that I've always wondered about is, can that steering wheel be refurbished? Can it be brought back to life, or is it rip it off there and put in, well, not rip it off, but remove and replace? My question for the day, remove and replace, or can it be refurbished? $12,000. It says 1974 Colorado plate on it. All right, if that's what you're looking for, they got one right there. It even comes with a dent right there. You'll get a dent. Dodge power Ram Charger. Okay, can't get down between the two, so we're just going to come up here, take a look at the particulars. It's a 1988 Dodge Ram Charger, $29,000. Air conditioning, AM, FM radio, cloth interior, power brakes, power steering, power windows, radial tires, seat belts, and a tilt steering wheel. V8 automatic, $29,000. Well, it's awful tight down through there. The mirror and the truck are too tight together. I'm not going down there. We'll have to just start looking at this Harley Davidson motorcycle tribute F-150 Ford. It's a 2000, $27,000. It has a 5.4 liter V8 and a 4-speed automatic. It has air conditioning, aluminum wheels, AM, FM radio, anti-lock brakes, anti-theft system, cruise control, driver airbag, leather interior, lumbar support, passenger airbag, power brakes, power locks, power seats, power steering, power windows, radial tires, seat belts, and a tilt steering wheel. $27,000. Wow, that's a mouthful right there. But hey, I like showing this stuff to you guys. Yeah, YouTube pays me to do it, and I'm getting ready to go on the road with it. But this is pretty cool. Alan, how do you make a living? I walk around and show people cars that are in Gateway Classic Cars and other such places. I go to car shows and I videotape car shows and I put it on YouTube, and people all around the world watch it, and YouTube pays me. I mean, all the way around the world. I get comments from people in Belarus. I get comments from people in Thailand, in India, Mexico. This is pretty damn fun. Excuse my language. This is a 2005 Chevrolet SSR, $40,000. It has a 6-liter V8 automatic, and another mouthful: air conditioning, AM, FM radio, anti-lock brakes, automatic convertible top, cruise control, driver airbag, GPS navigation, leather interior, leather support, passenger airbag, power brakes, power locks, power seats, power steering, power windows, radial tires, retractable hardtop, seat belt, tilt steering wheel, and traction control. A mouthful. Yeah, we'll go down here and we can slide through here, turn around, and get all the way to the back here. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but somebody's outside doing some, sounds like burnouts. No, that can't be. We're going to change our focus to this Jeep. It is a 2015 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited JK, $35,000. Got a 3.6 liter V6, automatic transmission, and it is just fully customized. The Pledge of Allegiance is on the side of it. 1776, rebellion becomes duty. Just pretty much completely customized in the vision this person wanted to show you. Skulls up across the top. I don't, what, do other people leave that on your car, or you leave that? I don't get the whole Jeep thing. This thing's got a lot of lights. It's got a, I don't know, you can probably just make out that stereo system up there. I don't know a whole bunch about it, but we'll stick our head in both sides here. Carbon fiber trimmed out around in there, CB radios, and wow. Let's see if we can get to the back to see the back here. Yeah, you got your cooler here, all kinds of lights, and the hard top, and shackles, and tow hitches, and light sticks. Quite the setup here. What does that say? Second Amendment, America's original homeland security. There you go. All decked out. Look at the lights. Big old winch. Big. It's one of those Jeeps that's, to me, over the top. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Over the top can be good sometimes, right? Yeah. Here we are. This is a 1946 Ford Custom extended cab. Now, nobody has been able to answer me, or nobody has answered me. Did they build an extended cab in 1946, or is this, every bit of this right here, been added to this truck? This truck came as a single cab, and then they added all that. I mean, they put airbags all in it. They did a complete resto mod to it. So $29,000. Has a 350 V8 and a turbo 400 automatic. There we go. And yeah, we can get up in there and look. Okay. We'll take a few steps back here. You can see there, the bed's up higher. I'm sure all your airbag system and everything's underneath there somewhere, and probably the fuel filler is under here somewhere. So is that a vent for the fuel tank over there? I'm guessing. Who knows? Step back out of here carefully. I'm gonna scratch nothing. Change our focus to this 1950 Ford Business Coupe. $33,000. It has a 400 SBC V8 with a 200 R4 automatic. It does have air conditioning. It's got an AM/FM radio, cloth interior, hubcaps, power brakes, power steering, radial tires, seat belts, and it's even got a tilt steering wheel. All right, we are down one row. $33,000, by the way, in case I didn't say it. All right, Oldsmobile sedan, 98. It looks like it was Olive Hill Motor Cars at one time. I wonder where Olive Hill Motor Cars is. Somebody look that up on Google and let me know. Leave me a comment. Please leave me a comment. I like the comments, good or bad. I prefer the good ones. But, you know, sometimes the bad comments that you guys point out are well deserved. Because sometimes I say things that aren't quite right. This is a 1972 Oldsmobile 98 LS, $24,000, has a 454 V8 and a turbo hydromatic automatic transmission. That's what Oldsmobile was putting you guys in back in 1972. $24,000 for that car now. I wonder what that car cost new. 8 maybe? 7? 1962 Chevrolet Bel Air Custom Bubble Top. And you can see by that placard down there, there is just way too much stuff to list for me to sit here and read to you. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to put my camera down here. Now, hopefully it's not too blurry. Hit pause right now and read it. There you go. Thanks for it. You can, hope you read everything. But we'll get to particulars up here off of it. It's 1962 Chevrolet Bel Air Bubble Top. $165,000. It says it has a 598 V8 and a 5-speed manual. Power brakes, power steering, radial tires, and a vinyl interior. Now we're gonna go ahead and look. What a beauty, huh? What a beauty. I can hear y'all now. $165,000 for that car. You're out of your mind. Well, somebody put a lot of money in that car, and that car is a showstopper right there. It's a beautiful car. Now, it's only worth $165,000 if you can find that person, I guess, right? 57 Chevy. $1957 Chevrolet 210 Handyman Wagon Bel Air Tribute, $83,000. That has a 502 V8, an automatic transmission, air conditioning, AM FM stereo, power steering, power brakes, power windows, power locks. I'm sure all that power stuff, right? That is cool, that rear window there, the way it circles back around. Gorgeous. All right, another 57 Chevrolet. Beautiful, right? Hood's up. We get a chance to look underneath the hood. Sometimes these hoods are not up. That's a bit too tight for me to try to slide down. But it has a 350 V8 and a turbo 350 automatic. The color of this car is called coral. The interior is coral and black. It has air conditioning, AM FM radio, cloth interior, power brakes, power steering, radial tires, and a vinyl interior. This 55, I do not believe is for sale, but we can still take a cool look underneath here, right? See air conditioning, power steering. Wow. Yep, not for sale, but let's take a walk around behind it. If you see that fuel door on a Tri-5, it's a 55 Chevrolet. The fuel door went to the light in 56 and 57. Beautiful, right? You know, I may have just said something wrong, because where is the fuel door? Is the fuel door on this car underneath that light somewhere? Or is it under that one? I don't know. This is the Cinnamon Girl. Everything chrome, it looks like, has been blacked out for the most part. All right. The key lock here has not been blacked out. The locks have not been blacked out. The rear view mirror has not been blacked out. A few things that are still needing to be blacked out on it, but for the most part, everything's blacked out. All right, let's go ahead and read the particulars. It is a 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air 4-door hardtop, $49,000. Had a 350 V8 and 700 R4 automatic. It's got air conditioning, aluminum wheels, AM FM radio, power brakes, a power sunroof. Okay, can't believe everything you hear. Yeah, I swear, power sunroof, power windows, radial tires, and seat belts. There is no sunroof. We'll take a close look inside here, at least get a good shot of it. I hope you're enjoying my videos. Thanks for all the subscribers. Thanks for all the comments you guys leave, except for the one guy that told me that I should not be making car videos, that a bricklayer should not be doing brain surgery, so to speak, more or less. So I guess I'm giving you guys car shows that are bricklayer talent, and I don't know. But if I listened to everybody that told me that you're no good, I wouldn't be doing it, right? I'm still going to do it. Whether you like my stuff or not, I'm still going to do it. It's a 1981 Chrysler LeBaron Town and Country. 16.5 is the price. It has a 318 V8 and it's an automatic. Man, we can take a walk down the side here. Take a look in the back and in the front. Hey Nick, how are you, buddy?
Doing good. You're going the bear now. Tom's back. I can tell you this is loud.
Lincoln. Lincoln, what is it? A Premier, I think. Sorry, I'm watching these guys. They're trying to start that Thunderbird right there. 1956 Lincoln Premier, $29,000. It has a 368 Y-block V8, a 3-speed turbo drive automatic, air conditioning, leather interior, power seats, power steering, power windows, radial tires, white wall tires. Again, $29,000. And the cool thing about this is there's your air conditioning vents. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, while they're moving this car out of here, I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera. Whose car is this?
Mine.
Your car?
Yeah.
Tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, Tom Ham. I'm the detailer here.
He's a detailer here.
Attention to detail.
And you've had your car in this SS in here for how long now? A couple months?
3 months.
Yeah?
3.5 months.
And you're wanting to sell it?
Yeah.
I don't see any ATF. There's a little residual oil on the bottom.
So it's clean under there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How much you want for it? How much are you guys?
21.
21?
It's right over, just over 100,000. I purchased it with 47,000. I've had it for 60,000. And of course we keep it clean and detailed. But
What have you done to it?
we had it retuned. We've had an LS7 throttle body put on it. We've had street metal concepts do work on the engine with the tuning.
Right.
With the long tube headers, with a new MagnaFlow 2-in-1 just like stock. So it's quiet, but yet
When you rump on it, you hear it.
She's dynoed right now only at 385 at the rear wheels. So it's definitely drivable, and it's clean. It's clean.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you.
We'll put it on there.
All right. I didn't realize you put MagnaFlow.
All right, so I'm gonna go over the Lincoln just to get us back into the flow. They actually moved the Thunderbird out. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to the Lincoln. We just looked at Tom's while I was on that break. That's Tom's Chevy SS. We just looked at. This is a 1956 Lincoln Premier, again, 368 Y-block, a V8, 3-speed turbo drive automatic, $29,000. And the interesting thing about this, that's always fascinated me, is those tubes in the back window back there. You can see them just back there in the back. The air conditioning is actually in the back of the truck, our car. So, pretty cool feature. Well, they've made it kind of tight for me in here. An Oldsmobile. I'm not going to worry about the tightness. 88 convertible, $34,000. Got a 394 V8 and a 3-speed automatic. Maybe we can pick it up looking around inside of it, and we get around to the other side somehow. On the other side of this Thunderbird. Bindle's beak or Bindy's beak or something like that. That big nose on there. It's a, I think it's a 70. There are the particulars there. Take a quick look at them. Don't want to get too intrusive here. Yeah, it's a 1970 Ford Thunderbird, $18,000. It has a V8 automatic, air conditioning, aluminum wheels, AM radio only, cruise control, power locks, power steering, power windows, radial tires, seat belts, tilt steering wheel, and a vinyl interior. Put it back. There's that Oldsmobile. We can take a look at the back of it while we're here. Okay. Now, that car right there and the Chrysler sitting right there are my two, in this lot, the two cars that if I were a lottery winner, I wouldn't tell anybody, but there would be signs, because probably that one and that one would be pulled out of here and taken to my garage as part of my collection if I were a lottery winner. All right. 1968, I wouldn't tell you if I was. This is a 1968 Oldsmobile 88 Delmont. This is a $19,000 car. The interior needs some work on it. This is good bones, let's put it that way, if you're looking for a coupe or a sedan. You see, the interior does need looking after. My phone's ringing. I gotta take this call. I'll be back. Thanks. When my mom calls, I usually answer. She's 80 years old, so always good to talk to her, speak with her about what's going on in her life. Thanks for putting up with me making my phone calls. All right, we did discuss this Delmont. I just want to make sure, $19,000. 1972 Chrysler Newport Royal. Man, this thing is just cool. When this car came out in 1972, I was about 8 years old. And just beautiful. I love the car. Sorry, I know I keep going on. Wow, holy cow, and all that, but it is just so cool. Someday, when I've made $500,000 on YouTube, I'm going to buy this Chrysler Newport Royal that came out of Lindgren, Reading, Pennsylvania. Reading. It's a tight fit. I'm not going to go in there. We will take a look inside this Chrysler. Wow. Love it. Thanks for putting up with my wows. Chrome all the way up against the wall back here. Let me take a walk up and take a look. The last of this row. 1989 Cadillac Brougham, 16,500, 4-speed automatic and a 5-liter V8. Of course, air conditioning, power windows, power steering, power brakes, cloth interior, spoke hubcaps. Independent or Indiana Associate Member, Fraternal Order of Police, cop car. Here we go. We're getting to the foreign jobs. The Rolls Royce there up against the wall is not for sale. That thing has been here for 2 years. or ever since I started doing lot walks here. And that's been 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Car's been here a while. We'll just take a quick look at it. Right-hand drive car, because it's a Rolls Royce from England, probably. No. Aren't all Rolls Royces built in England? Here is one of just my opinion cars. I don't understand this car. Not saying that there are people out there that would love to have this. I'm not saying it, but that is just not me. Just my opinion. This is an $11,500 2006 Pontiac Solstice replica. Has a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder and a 5-speed manual. Okay. It's $11,500, I think, was the price, and it's still not the cheapest car in here. MG, 1977 MG MGB, $19,000. This has aluminum wheels, AM FM radio, CD player, radial tires, seat belts, and a vinyl interior. Has an, I'm assuming that means an inline 4-cylinder, all right? 4-speed manual overdrive manual, $19,000. I made the mistake of looking at a Monza, or no, it wasn't a Monza. Anyway, the car had, it said an I6, so I said an inline 6, and it happened to turned out to be a boxer motor. Boy, did I find out that I was wrong by calling it an inline 6. $19,000. A 1975 MGB Roadster, a 4-cylinder with a manual, AM FM radio, manual convertible top, radial tires, seat belts, vinyl interior, and wire wheels. A Jaguar. $11,500. This is a 1991 Jaguar XJ6. It's a 4-liter inline 6 automatic, air conditioning, cruise control, leather interior, power brakes, power steering, power windows, power locks, telescopic steering wheel. Okay. Tight in there. Car has been repainted. ...2004 Ford Thunderbird, $15,500. Got a 3.9 liter V8. It's an automatic transmission. Of course, the options list: air conditioning, aluminum wheels, AM FM radio. Just everything you've heard on a lot of these other cars is in this one. This one smells like a Rolls. I've had my nose in that window. It's a 1986 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur and Spirit, $22,500. Yep. If you're looking for a Rolls-Royce, here's one. Some deep black paint on there, that's for sure. Just make one. Yeah, I think that Chrysler right there is probably the lowest priced car on the lot. It's a LeBaron. It's got a mouthful of wording, letters, and everything that goes with it. Let's see what it says it is. Yeah, it's an $8,000 car. It's a 1994 Chrysler LeBaron GTC LX convertible. It's got a 3-liter V6 and a 4-speed automatic with electric overdrive, air conditioning, aluminum wheels, AM/FM radio, automatic cassette tape, custom wheels, power brakes, power locks, power seats, power steering, power windows, radial tires, and seat belts. So I believe, yep, this is the lowest price car online. Has these golden rims on it, but there's one there, and maybe the other three are in the trunk, but there's one there, they got the other one. They're just letting you know that they do have the original rims for it here. Toyota MR2. Gotta ask, is that aftermarket sticker, or did Toyota put that sticker on there themselves? Just gotta ask. 1987 Toyota MR2. It has a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder and a 5-speed manual. $15,500. Toyota Supra. Changing our focus to a Toyota Supra. It's a 1985. Okay. It has a 2.8 liter inline 6 and a 5-speed manual transmission. Air conditioning and aluminum wheels. AM FM radio, cloth interior, cruise control, power brakes, power locks, power steering, power windows, radial tires, seat belts, and a tilt steering wheel. $27,000. Okay. Alfa Romeo. $15,500. It's a 1976 Alfa Romeo Alfetta GTV 2.0. It's got a 2.0 4-cylinder motor, 5-speed manual. It has cloth interior, power brakes, radial tires, rally wheels, seat belts, and a vinyl interior. And we'll go ahead and do a walk around it. Somebody put a little bit of luck of the Irish on it there. Mazda RX-7. I think this is a new vehicle here, because I don't believe I've seen this vehicle before. This is a new arrival, I think. So we'll take a look at the interior. They may just have the top down, and I have seen this before. I'll have to go back and look at the other videos. It's a 91 Mazda RX-7. It's $20,000. It's got a 1.3 liter rotary and a 5-speed manual, and target tops, tilt steering wheel, radial tires, all all the good toys that they should have. Change our focus to this Alfa Romeo 4-cylinder. It's a 5-speed manual. It's a 1972 Alfa Romeo GTV 2000. $42,000. Let's take a step back on this one and take a look at this. And we'll go ahead and look at the interior. There we go. All right. Volkswagen. $29,000 is a 1979 Volkswagen Super Beetle convertible. All right. A couple of winged cars. A Lancer Evolution 4 Mitsubishi. Let's see what the price is on this. It's a 96 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 4 GSR, $29,000. You can see the steering wheel is on the right side of the car. Here is another one with the steering wheel on the right side of the car. It's a $19,000 1997 Honda Integra Type R JDM. What is JDM? Japanese Division Motors, something like that. A little go-kart, a Triumph. There's a 63 Triumph TR3B, $14,500. Into the Mercedes and BMWs. 300 SE. If you're looking for one of these, I got it right here. And the price of it is $8,500. That one had me worried. I thought that one might be the cheapest, but it's that Chrysler. $13,000 in 1995 BMW 740iL. Still got the original cell phone in there from BMW. Alright. Now this red convertible, I don't see any particulars on it. Go ahead and take a guess. What year is it? I don't know. Let's still take a look at it. I don't see the particulars inside it anywhere, so I'm not going to guess. I've been told it's a Porsche. I've been told it's a Porsche. Who the hell knows, right? And we will take a look at this one. This is a $14,500 1982 Porsche 924. That's the car that came out for Porsche in the year I graduated high school. All right, got some holes here. Move some cars out of here. Couple of Cadillacs sitting here. This is a 93, 19,500. North Star V8 with an automatic. The top is down. This one, the top is up. This is a 91 Cadillac Alante, 4.5 liter V8, 4-speed automatic, 14,500. All right, we'll just walk around this one. What a car, right? What a car. It is a 1954 Pontiac Star Chief. Has a straight 8 and an automatic, $40,000. It's an automatic convertible top, vinyl interior, white wall tires, $40,000. It's got a straight 8. That's pretty cool. Of course, you got enough room for a straight 8 there, don't you? All right. We have the Mustangs and the Corvettes and the Firebirds and the Camaros coming up. This is a Brickyard 400. 1997 Z28 Indianapolis Speedway. $29,000. 5.7 liter V8 and an automatic. This is a 95 Pontiac Firebird convertible, $14,500. This is a 1997 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, $31,000. Has a 5.3 liter V8 and an automatic transmission. So they were still making a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am that year. What did I say? 97, I think is the year I said on this car. Well, let me just check it one more time. $31,000 for a 97. Of course, the bird's gone. It's just right there. Here is another Z28 It is a $14,500 1995 Chevrolet Corvette. We're into the Mustangs and the Corvettes now. I just will show you the front end. $17,000, 2007 Ford Mustang GT. Here is a 1983 Ford Mustang GT, $26,000. Here is another Mustang. It is a $16,500 1999 Ford Mustang. It's not a Shelby, is it? What is this? This has no particulars on it. I don't know. Can't tell you. We'll just do a quick walk around on it. Looks like a new arrival. There you go. Corvette row. We'll just casually walk the Corvettes. All right. This is $25,000 2001 Chevrolet Corvette. Of course, we'll take an extra a little bit of time with this one. Cobra. Wow, what a beautiful color. I know I've said this before. I think that gray with the red and blue and little stripe separating it out is just a fabulous look on that car. Of course, the lighting in here, which is probably some of the best lighting in all the Gateway Classic cars I've been to, really does pop. This paint really does pop with these nice lights in here. I'm sure it pops even more when it's running down the road. All right. Well, let's get the particulars. Make sure we get that. It's a 1965 AC Cobra Factory 5 Mark IV. It's $102,000. 351 Windsor V8 and a TKO 5-speed manual transmission. Vet Life. Let's go look at the particulars. It is a $16,500 1982 Chevrolet Corvette. Has the Crossfire 5.7 liter V8 and an automatic transmission. A lot of holes in Corvette row too. 1991 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 Callaway 475, $36,000. Has a 5.7 liter LT5, 475 horsepower V8 and a 6-speed manual. And if that's what you're looking for, they got it right there. Okay. Another Corvette. There's 3 more. 2 white ones and a red one. This is a 92 convertible with a hard top, $22,000. All right. Pretty much, to me, that car and that car look the same. A few subtle differences. That's a 92. This one's a 91, so $14,500. 5.7 liter with 4-speed automatic. I kind of like this one. What year is this one? Yeah, this is a 1981 Chevrolet Corvette, 350 V8, 4-speed manual. And I know everybody's going to say that these things were the smog, the stuff that was put on them, that they had such little horsepower, but man, that's just a cool looking car. I kind of like that car. What, 180, 190 horsepower? Yeah. All right, down to the last row here. Well, almost. Still have not done the vintage row. I'm running out of battery, so we may not be able to get to the vintage row. I do want to walk the muscle cars. This is number 6 out of 43 that were produced. There's the number 43. It is a 2011 Chevrolet Camaro HTR SC675, $49,000. A Redline supercharged 675 horsepower, LS3 V8, and a 6-speed manual transmission. Okay. First time I've been able to see under the hood on this one. Wow. Incredible. What a car. It is a $76,000 1968 Chevrolet Camaro. It's got a 468 V8 and a T56 6-speed manual transmission. We'll take a walk around it. Beautiful car. A Rogue, 1966 Rambler American Rogue. It's got a 5.3 liter V8, a TKO 600 5-speed manual, $24,000. Everyone needs a sugar mama. Okay. $1970 Pontiac GTO Judge Tribute, $69,000. It says 400 V8 and a turbo 400 automatic. Air conditioning, AM, FM radio, power steering, radial tires, rally wheels, seat belts, and a vinyl interior. .426 Hemi. Probably one of the cleanest 426 Hemis you're ever going to see, right? Let's see. Yep, Holley carburetors. Those are not, I don't believe, the original carburetors that came on the car. $103,000. 1968 Plymouth Barracuda 426 Hemi, 727 automatic. It has G-Force racing seat belts installed. Okay. Some gauges. There is your Hemi. Okay, I am down to 20% of my battery left here, so we're just going to go ahead and speed things up a little bit. There's the Charlie horse. This has only been here for a month, since the last Cars and Coffee. It's a 65 Ford Mustang Fastback, $59,000. It's got a 289 in it. This is also a new arrival. I have not seen this Camaro before. There are no particulars in the window here. There they are right there. We will take a look. It is a, come on, 1981 Chevrolet Camaro Z28, $33,000. Got a 350 in it. Okay. And holes in the roof. Some people like it, some people don't. It is a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro Resto Mod, $108,000. Got a 6.2 liter LT1 V8. All right. A 1974 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am with a white vinyl top, $59,000. It has the 400 V8 and a 4-speed Muncie manual. This is a factory option. It was $89 extra at the factory to have that vinyl top installed on that car. course, the honeycomb rims. Are those snowflake honeycomb rims? I think what they're called, something like that. Here is a 76 Trans Am. We'll go back here. This has a 406.6 liter V8 automatic transmission, $78,000. And just a few of the little changes in the cars. You can see this rear window is a little bit smaller than the rear window on that one. It got a little bit bigger, and then the 79 and the 78s, of course, were the same size. But you can see the difference in the tail lights. Okay. We'll go ahead and just walk around these Pontiacs. That to me is one of the coolest cars ever. Of course, in 1976, I was 12 years old. Wow. Both of those cars are just gorgeous. There used to be, I think, a 1973 Pontiac Formula that sat right there, and it's gone. This is a 1978, I'm believing. Let me make sure. Yeah, 78 Trans Am. And now, here's where it gets a little interesting. This is a 454 V8 Chevy motor, 3-speed automatic. The father and son that built this car reached out to me and said it is a father and son tribute car. They wanted to put that 454 in there for racing it, street stuff, and you know, all that, because they felt at the time that that motor was easier to get parts. It was easier to work on. So they've actually tamed that car down. I've been told by Nick that when you start this car, you can hardly sit in here because of the open headers or whatever that's going on underneath in there. It's such a loud car. So it's built for taking it down the track. The Jim Rockford 1979. Look at the meat on that. Wow. Cooper Cobras Firebird, but it is not a Trans Am. It's only a 305 in there, I think. Yep, it's a 305. It's just a Pontiac Firebird, $20,000. 305 V8. Okay. Moving along, due to the battery situation here, a Torino GT Ford. I think this is a 302. Yes, it is. 3-speed automatic, $44,000. Did I mention the price on this one? Let me make sure. Did I mention the price on this one, or somebody saying you missed one? $20,000. Yeah. It's really a pretty cool car. $20,000, right? An Avante. I believe that's a 289 in that one. Studebaker Avante. Yep, it's got a 289. A Borg Warner automatic, $53,000. Alright. Pretty cool right there, right? A Grand Turismo. 1964 Studebaker Hawk Grand Turismo, $44,000. It also has a 289 V8 and an automatic transmission. Let's go ahead, just take a quick look. Yeah, I'm getting down on the battery here. I get kind of long-winded and talk too much. Trust me, I talk too much because a lot of you people say, hey, a lot of my viewers, hey, you don't need to say so much. Quit jabbering and just show the cars. Can't help it, I'm a jabberer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cylinders. It's a 200 inline 6, 3-speed automatic, $25,000. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short because of the battery situation. We're not going to get to the vintage cars today. If you absolutely have to see those vintage cars, leave me a comment. I'll come back here specifically for whoever would like me to come back here and see the vintage cars. But this is probably the last one I'm going to show. It is badged at 289. $42,000 is 68. Yes, it does have the 289 and an automatic transmission. So there we go. There has been another lot walk here at Gateway. They do have holes, they do have spaces. If you got a classic car that you would like to have on consignment here, come down here and see James and Nick. This is in Lake Mary, Florida. Awesome. See you on the next one.